Hello, can you solve this problem? X raised to power 6 is equal to 4 raised to power 6. We're required to find x, and usually the highest power of x in these types of equation determine the number of solutions that we are expected to get. So to begin, I will say x raised to power 6 minus 4 raised to power 6 is equal to 0. Because the highest power of x here is 6, it means we are expected to have 6 solutions to this problem. X raised to power 6 minus 4 raised to power 6. I can rewrite this as x raised to power 6 here is 3 times 2. Then 4 raised to power 3 times 2 is equal to 0. I can also write this as x raised to power 3 raised to power 2 minus 4 raised to power 3 raised to power 2 is equal to 0. This is difference of two squares. To make things easier to see, I'll represent this with a variable, say a, and then represent this with a variable as well, say b. So this simply means that the equation is a squared minus b squared is equal to 0. So we clearly have difference of two squares, and this is usually factorized as a minus b into a plus b equal to 0. If you carefully open this bracket, it will give you this. Now, at this point, this simply means that either a minus b is equal to 0 or a plus b is equal to 0. Since we made substitutions for x raised to power 3 and 4 raised to power 3, which are now a and b, I can then say, therefore, it means x raised to power 3 minus 4 raised to power 3 is equal to 0, or x raised to power 3 minus 4 raised to power 3, this is plus, is equal to 0. So we treat these two cases separately. Let's call this case 1 and call this case 2. So starting with case 1, x raised to power 3 minus 4 raised to power 3 is equal to 0. By identity, given a raised to power 3 minus b raised to power 3, you factorize this as a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. So to factorize this, x raised to power 3 minus 4 raised to power 3 will give us x minus 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 4 raised to power 2 is equal to 0. So let's tidy this up. X minus 4 into bracket x squared plus 4x plus 4 squared is 16 is equal to 0. Therefore, either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x squared plus 4x plus 16 is equal to 0. For this part, we can solve for x, which is going to give us 4. This is the first solution to this problem. We call it x1. Now we need to solve this quadratic equation to get two more values from this first case. I'll compare this with the general quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. From here we can clearly see that a which is the coefficient of x squared, is 1, b is 4, and c is 16. Therefore, using the general quadratic formula, which is x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We'll substitute all of this. Therefore, x is equal to minus b, which is 4, minus 4, plus or minus the square root of, so minus 4 squared, then minus 4ac, 4 times 1 times 16, all of that divided by 2a, which is 2 times 1. This will give us x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of, this is 16, times, this is 16 minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 16, then divided by 2 times 1 is 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 16 is common here, so I'll factorize 16 and I have 1 minus 4, then divided by 2. This will give us x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 16 times, this is negative 3, divided by 2. Then x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 16 is 4, then square root of minus 3 divided by 2. So x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 4. This is going to be root 3i because of that negative value divided by 2. So we already have two solutions here, but we can separate into x is equal to minus 4 over 2 plus or minus 4 root 3i over 2. 2 here is 1, 2 here is minus 2, 2 here is 1, 2 here is 2, giving us x is equal to minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i. So I can say x2 is equal to minus 2 plus 2 root 3i, and then I can say x3 is equal to minus 2 minus 2 root 3i. So those are already three values for this problem. Let us now go back to case 2. For case 2, x raised to power 3 plus 4 raised to power 3 is equal to 0. To factorize this, x raised to power 3 plus 4 raised to power 3 by identity is going to give us x plus 4 into x squared minus 4x plus 4 squared, then equal to 0. We can tidy this up to give us x plus 4 and then x squared minus 4x plus 16 is equal to 0. Similar to what we did earlier, this will imply that x plus 4 is equal to 0, or x squared minus 4x plus 16 is equal to 0. We can solve for x here. This will give us x is equal to -4. This will be our x5 or x4 because we've gotten 3 solutions earlier. So this is x4. Now we solve this quadratic equation to get the last 2 values of the 6 values we are expected to get. From here, a is 1, b is -4, and c is 16. Therefore, x is going to be -4 plus or minus the square root of -4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 16. Then divided by 2a, which is 2 times 1. Then x is equal to 4 plus or minus, this is 16 minus 4 times 16 divided by 2. Therefore, x is equal to 4 plus or minus square root of 16 into 1 minus 4 divided by 2, which is x is equal to 4 plus or minus 16 times -3 over 2, which is x is equal to 4 plus or minus, this will be 4 roots -3 divided by 2, which will then give us x is equal to 4 plus or minus 4 root 3i over 2. And then we can now separate to give us x is equals to 4 over 2 plus or minus 4 root 3i over 2. These 3i are not the same. You can see the radical doesn't cover this I. So 2 here is 1, 2 here is 2, 2 here is 2. And then we say x is equal to 2 plus or minus 2 root 3i. And then we separate into the last 2 solutions, giving us x5 equals to 2 plus 2 root 3i. And then x6 is going to be 2 minus 2 root 3i. And remember what we got for x4. x4 was -4. x1 was 4. And the last 2 solutions, which was x2 and x3, x2 was -2 plus 2 root 3i, and x3 was -2 minus 2 root 3i. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this solution, please like and share. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. And I'll see you in my next video.